What's happening, legends? Welcome back to the Becoming Reborn podcast. Now, today the podcast is about, almost forgot. What are you tolerating? Now, the standards that you walk past are the standards that you accept. Patrick, I just mentioned this before to you. I'm pretty sure this is a line that you randomly threw out to me the other day.
I use it often.
It's kind of stuck with me.
I say it to myself too, often. The standards you walk past are the standards you accept.
I love that. I love that for you. So how we're going to do this podcast, basically I'm going to ask you questions. There's three topics in total, and they've only got 2 questions on each. Now, I want to unshackle you today.
Ooh, what does that mean?
Well, Patrick, there's the professional operations manager at Reborn who is very politically correct.
Public facing, yep.
And then there's the Patrick I know who's a bit of a dirtbag, a pig.
Harsh.
Pig some may say, Tommy Carr.
That's accurate.
But I want you to find closer to the raw and
The truth.
less sugar coated.
Okay.
Okay,
I don't really like sugar, so that's great.
that's
I
great.
prefer bitter things.
Okay,
You okay?
yep, that was so good. Now, Patrick, don't take it just don't go full pig.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
don't go Tommy Carr on us.
Okay. He is a
But-
pig, Tommy.
He's a pig.
Yeah.
I love
Anyway.
that. Yeah. Anyways, but let's be raw and honest with
Okay.
these ones, and just be warned that
If I'm getting close to the line, just pull me up.
God, what do you got there? Anyways, all right.
Well prefaced, Travis.
Okay, so going back to the quote that we started with the standards you walk past become the standards you accept. Now, I'm going to ask you, what in life do you know isn't good enough, but you've accepted it anyway?
Okay, well, now that you've prefaced that, I think the answer I wrote was completely off topic. But I'm going to go with it anyway. One thing is, in my personal life, my kids, when they are at their grandparents' house, both of them, both sets of grandparents, they're just constantly on devices. They've got an iPad or they've got a phone, and there's 3 of them all on a device each, and it does my head in. And I've now learnt to just accept it. There's a part of it play there where the 2 sets of grandparents, so my parents and my in-laws, are so giving of their time, and they look after the kids and help us out so much that I'm a bit like, they're doing us a favor for me to come in and then tell them how to grandparent my kids.
Beggars can't be choosers in a way?
Yes, even though it irks me. But a big part of me wants to kind of say, well, why don't you do something physical with the kids? Get them out or play games with them. They're going to remember that a lot more than playing Candy Crush on your phone or something like that. But
Great game.
Underrated. I've learned to accept it, even though I'm not happy with it. Does that answer the question? It's a different topic to what you were hoping to get.
No, but to be honest, that would be the thing that I probably tolerate the most, that I'm not that happy with. But I tell you what, we've been blessed this winter with the weather.
Yeah.
I've on the weekends, I've barely been at home these days because it's been so nice. When you get those lazy days, I actually got to admit, I love having, Mimi likes to call it a lax. Love having a lax with Mimi on the couch where she's doing whatever she's doing, I'm doing whatever I'm doing. It's good stuff.
And you end up often both having a little nap, don't you?
Yes, almost every time, Patrick, and it's always adorable because I'll go to sleep in my little nap on my own, but I'll always wake up and she'll be cuddled into me. It's the best feeling in the world. But anyways,
I do have another one though.
Yep.
And that's more around personally. Efforts around some things work-wise from me. I'm not happy about it, and it's not at the standard often that I would like it to be, but it's kind of the hard thing at the moment with growing the way Reborn is and kind of wearing so many different hats, that there's a lot of things that I want to do and I want to do to a certain standard, and I can't, mainly because of a time restriction, right? And also trying to juggle 10 balls, you're not going to get them all perfectly. So at the moment, it's less about perfection and it's more about prioritizing in things that are the most important. And often, which I don't like, is that there are more important things, but what's urgent has to be done first, even though other things are more important, which can be difficult. And it's also leans back into the work-life balance. I start my work day really early. I'm here for between 4 and 4:30 every morning. so that I have the ability to do things with my kids in the afternoons. There's 2 or 3 days a week I pick them up from school. I'll often take them to their after school activities, footy training, basketball, swimming, and I don't want to stop that. And I know that if I do have the time to be able to do a lot more of this stuff work-wise, but I don't want to take away from family time. Does that make
Family
sense?
first, always, baby. All right, so first one, it's our number one topic, Patrick, that you and I love so much. Poor sleep. So the question is, why do so many people accept being tired as normal?
Because it's what they're used to. When you live in consistent long-term sleep deprivation, your normal is your normal. There's a lot of people out there that don't actually know what being well rested feels like because they're constantly sleep deprived. And the hard thing is the night time is the danger time for a lot of people in terms of them going to bed late is mainly the issue with sleep deprivation, and the distractions are very hard to overcome. Like the TV shows on Netflix where it's just really easy to watch one more episode, the
Doom
social media
scrolling.
apps on your phone, doom scrolling and games and stuff on your phone. So the people that develop these apps and TV shows and stuff like that, they're behavioral scientists that have spent, these are the geniuses at school that have spent their entire life researching the human brain, and their one goal is to keep the human brain focused on whatever they have developed. These are literally some of the smartest people on the planet who are financially incentivized to keep you addicted to something. When you get home after a big day at work and you finally fed the kids and put them to bed and you're a bit tired and you're a bit fragile, all of a sudden the smartest people in the world are up against you and up against your willpower when you're probably at your weakest moment. What's going to happen? They're probably going to win. Like their brain up against yours when you're at your weakest moment, you're probably going to watch another show. You're probably going to scroll for another 10 minutes. And then you're going to be waking up later and the cycle repeats. Because when you're tired by the time you get home, it just forces it into happening again.
Yeah, true.
It's a tough cycle to crack.
We've both got the rule that we don't have our phones in the bed.
Yep.
And you have a rule. Do you still not have a TV in your bedroom?
No.
That's a great rule.
I'll die on that hill, Travis.
Yeah, it's good. I wish. Oh, Chloe watches at the moment Grey's Anatomy. I don't know if it's better or worse than Home and Away. They both suck.
I made a real early blanket rule.
So that one I knew.
The bed is for two things. One of them sleeping. The other one we don't have to talk about. And no other things. And if you want to watch TV, go somewhere else and watch TV because that's the place where people sleep.
That is such a good point.
And I was very hard on that, and my wife didn't like it, but she's a very forgiving person, and she relented and accepted it. And we don't have a TV in any of our rooms or the kids' rooms.
And I bet she's very thankful for the great sleep she gets every night too.
You'd think so.
Okay. All right. If someone improved their sleep for the next 30 days, what areas of their life would improve the most?
Firstly, absolutely everything.
That's exactly what I was
Every
going to say.
single part of their life would improve.
Yeah.
But mainly, as in also the first thing, how they feel. You waking up feeling tired, or you getting towards the end of the day and feeling tired, even though we do. And how moody and irritable you are. I can tell when I've had a bad night's sleep in how I speak to others the following day. It's often not nice. I'm short with people and easy to anger. And unfortunately, it's coming up again with State of Origin, which I'm going to stay up and watch, which essentially means I get 2 hours less sleep than normal. And the next day I'm not as happy.
I didn't even bother with State of Origin. Like, we're going to go on a tangent here, but 8 p.m. at night.
And it doesn't start till like 10 past, quarter past.
Grow up.
Yeah, absolutely grow up.
State of Origin, grow up. Be earlier.
So the Origin 1 this year was the first time in recent memory that I've stayed up and watched the entire game. But I'm going to tell you why, and you're going to understand it. It's the first time Mason, my 8-year-old son, said the day before, Daddy, can I stay up and we watch State of Origin together? Absolutely. So going back to the question, the first thing that would improve is how someone feels, but also your eating would improve, your willingness to exercise would improve. And if you're eating better and exercising, chances are the rest of your day is going to go better too. And then your love life would improve, Travis. It would.
Keen.
Yeah. What else have I written down here?
Did you actually write that? That my
Yeah.
love life
Well,
would
I
improve?
wrote your
Thanks,
sex
Bob.
drive would pick up. There you go. Your sex drive would pick up. So if there's any guys
edit
out there
that.
who are a little bit disappointed in the potential lack of sex drive from a romantic partner, encourage them to have more sleep, and they might be a little bit more frisky.
Nice. I'll be getting close to that pig in you. I like it.
Also, your immune system would pick up. You're not going to get sick as often.
Yeah.
Without standing up on a pedestal here, Travis,
I
how
get up
many
there.
sick days have you had in the last 12 months?
None. I can't remember, but there was a period there where you and I kept getting sick, but
You just push through, right?
but you kept passing it back to each other.
Yeah.
Remember?
2 weeks ago, I was sick. Like I had a sore throat and like was blocked up and congested and stuff, but it was never bad enough to have a day off. And I think when you are sleeping a lot and eating well and exercising and healthy, you kind of a 9 out of 10 sickness turns into a 4 out of 10.
Yeah. We get the shits if one of us gets sick and the other one doesn't.
Yeah, because we're so close that
Yeah,
we should.
you're a
get each
dog. If
other
I get
sick.
sick and you don't, you're a dog.
Yeah, yeah. And there's times when one of us will get sick and we'll pass it to the other person, and neither of our wives will get sick. And it's a bit like, are we closer than our wives?
Yeah,
And
definitely.
if we're not, then we're dogs.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Poor relationships. Now we see this. Being such a tight knit community, we see this and hear this a lot through the gym. So, are the people around you helping you grow or helping you stay comfortable?
For me, Travis, they're helping me grow. And if they weren't, they probably wouldn't play a massive part in our life.
How often, but do we see people hold on to people that just
Yeah. And I get it. And this is a difficult thing. A lot of it comes from
yeah
a place of love, of not wanting to upset the other person. I love in our relationship, Travis, where we will call each other out on things that we don't think are up to a certain standard. And I think that they're the kind of people you want to have in your life. My wife is very good at doing that for myself as well. If there's something that I say that I'm going to do or something like that and I don't do it, she's calling me out on it straight away. And I don't want that to change. You don't want a yes man in your life, or you don't want too many yes men in your life, right?
yeah. You know what's sad is that when you see people hanging around people that bring them down, which we see through the gym, where you know they can't see. How do I word this? There's certain people, you know, that there's only a certain standard that they can get to, and rather than them trying to achieve their best standard, and their mate next to them might be able to go further, they'd rather pull them down.
Yep.
You can word that better.
Yeah, there's two ways
Yeah.
to build the biggest building in a city. The first one is to build a building taller than any other. The other way is to knock down every building taller than yours.
Sadly, you see that with a lot of mates.
You really do. You really do. Especially around, obviously, Trav, your story comes into this a lot. And there's a lot of people, myself included, who've gone along a similar journey, albeit nowhere near as extreme. I used to love a drink, and only on weekends, but loved partying. When you kind of get to the stage of your life where you're pulling that up, often the people that were hanging around you and what you would consider were your good mates at the time don't like seeing someone close to them bettering themselves, because it makes them feel shit about themselves. So they try and drag you back into the old ways, which is really sad. And the unfortunate thing that I think about it is a lot of it's subconscious. They don't understand what they're doing. But how often do we see it around here, Trav?
Yeah.
Heaps.
And now, you remember the footy culture? How, like, if you didn't drink, you're a pussy. Have a crack.
I thought it about you. We've spoken about this.
You did too. I would have done the same thing though. So I get it. All right, next one. What's a behavior or relationship people should stop tolerating immediately?
People that make you feel less about yourself.
Mine and your answer was exactly the
this
same.
was always going to be
Word for
identical. And again, unfortunately, how often do we see it? I think a sad part about society is how many people have a lot of insecurities internally that you wouldn't really tell if it's not something that you're looking for, but they really feel insecure and don't have a lot of confidence and self-worth. And a lot of that is because of how they have been treated by other people around them. And again, it's often subconscious, is people want you to be doing well so long as you're not doing any better than me. And I hate that. And I pride myself on the part of my personality where I actually love my mates or my family or people close to me doing better than me. I love seeing people do well, regardless of if it is better than me or not.
100%. Because, like, and you can flip this right into a selfish way as well. If someone is who you're close to is leveling up and going higher themselves, more than likely that's going to bring you up too.
Dragging you with them.
Like, let's go together. Like, it doesn't mean we live in a world where it's not you win, I lose. It's like, let's win together. Like, we can all win. There's more than enough to go around.
And unfortunately, we've had staff members here who've had that negative mindset, even though they could be a huge asset to what we're doing. And it always seems to be a competition. Instead of trying to take a bigger, I agree. Instead of trying to take a bigger piece of the pie, try and make a bigger pie. And you know what? You know what's a perfect example, Trav? We've got a group of guys that trains together at 4 a.m. Most days of the week, but on a Wednesday, it's the big session. Back when the group started, any fitness event or exercise or workout that we would do, it would either be Travis or myself that would win, and we'd be filthy if we didn't win or come top 3. I was actually thinking about that the other day. Now the group around us has leveled up so much. I'm stoked if I get top 5 in anything. Yeah, and it's not that we've gotten worse, it's that the group around us has gotten better. And you know what? I love that.
Were you thinking that from our session the other day?
Absolutely.
Because I remember when we first did that back at Kawara, but I think it was a little bit different how we did it. But it was very similar. But no one was hitting 20s like you did on the assault bike, and no one was hitting like high teens either. It was all like between 8 and 10s.
Yeah, yeah. And then nowadays, in the session that we did the other day, if you're under 10, it was like you get laughed at.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, bringing other people up around you and you know, surrounding yourself with people that are better than you. Love that. But being happy that they're better than you. Nothing better than that.
It's the best. All right, last topic, and it's a dual topic.
This is where you want
excuses and poor routine. Questions. What's the most common excuse you hear from people trying to improve their health, fitness, or life?
I don't have time.
Oh my God.
Can I respond to that in one word? Bullshit.
Yes.
And this kind of goes back to the first question you asked me around people not getting enough sleep. Is often you look at the night time. So people that say, I don't have enough time, I start work at 5:30. Sweet, train at 4 a.m. You have enough time. Oh no, I can't train at 4 a.m. Why? Because you don't want to go to bed earlier. You would rather do certain things at night that give you the short-term enjoyment instead of going to bed an hour earlier. If you start work an hour earlier than what you previously did, go to bed an hour earlier, wake up that hour earlier, you can still train. Everyone has time.
And Pat's really good with numbers, guys. So that maths,
everything
correct.
was 1 hour then. Yep.
Yeah.
So often you potentially have to sacrifice, and this I'm the perfect one to talk about this because this is something that I sacrifice all the time. At night, we have dinner. Sometimes we put the kids to bed and I go to bed. More often than that, I go to bed before my kids, but that's okay. That's just the relationship my wife and I have. Instead of putting the kids to bed and Danny and I sitting in front of the TV and watching a show for an hour, which, you know what, I would love to do. But where does that extra hour get me if it then means I'm either getting an hour less sleep or I'm waking up an hour later, as opposed to sacrifice that hour of just watching trash TV, wake up an hour earlier so I can train first thing in the morning? How much further does that get me ahead in the day so that I can then go straight into work and do what I need to do? Gets me miles in front.
It's so true, right? If you don't prioritize your health now, you're going to have to prioritize it later. And that's all it comes down to. When people say I don't have time, it's just that you're not putting it as a priority.
100%.
But later on, that's going to come back and bite you in the ass.
Barack Obama, when he was president of the United States, is a line I always like giving. He exercised for 1 hour every single day for the 4 years he was president. If the guy with the most important job in the world has time, so do you.
Oof.
That's
Almost,
probably going to get clipped up. Do you like that, Nu? The way Nu looked at me then.
he
Oh,
did.
mic drop?
He did
Really?
like it.
Okay, we've still got things to talk about. I'm not going to drop it. But thank you.
You look so handsome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good giggle, Nu.
Why do people know exactly what they should be doing, but still struggle to do it consistently? What is with that?
Because life is hard and temptations are easy to give into. And again, it kind of goes back to what I was talking about before, is the people that are trying to make these things addictive, like the apps on your phone and the TV shows, they're very good at what they do. They've studied the human brain, so they know the triggers that make things addictive, and it makes it very easy to get tempted. I think the most important skill in life, Travis, number one above anything else, is delayed gratification.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Yes, is being able to do what isn't enjoyable or comfortable now to know that you're going to benefit from it later on in every facet of your life, in business, in fitness, in health, investing.
Bria doesn't want a house.
Nah,
No, sorry, she doesn't want multiple houses. She just wants
Bria,
one.
who works with us, who's 20 years old, I'm getting to invest now $100 a week into index funds, and she's filthy because she can't spend it yet.
Yeah,
And
she
I'm
keeps
like,
asking,
"Biz,
when do I
you're
get to
going
spend
to
it?"
be a goddamn millionaire by the time you're 30, and you'll be able to buy a house." And she's like, "What? Only one?" Love you, Bizza. There's a cool study that they've done. It's called the marshmallow test. Travis, have you heard about the marshmallow test?
No, but I'd love for you to
It's
tell me
around
about
delayed gratification. So they said the main determining factor in a child about whether they're going to be successful in later life is delayed gratification. It's not how smart they are. It's not how much money their parents earned. It's not the school they go to or the education they get or anything like that. It was their ability to do delayed gratification through the marshmallow test. They do this test on 5-year-old kids where they hand them one marshmallow and say, either you can eat this marshmallow right now, or if you leave it there for 5 minutes, in 5 minutes' time, you'll get a second marshmallow and you can eat them both. And the kids that pass this test by being able to show the self-control to wait the 5 minutes to get 2 marshmallows, that is the best determining factor in their success later in life, no matter what they do. Their ability to show delayed gratification at 5 years old.
Did you do this with your kids?
Yeah. Didn't go well. Cooper got it.
Moomoo's hungry, bro.
Moomoo's hungry.
Moomoo's hungry.
But, like, he's a passionate kid, and when he sets his mind to something, he does it. But it proves the point. Like, he lives in the now. He does not look at ramifications down the line, no matter what he does. Everything he does, he looks in the now. And a lot of the times, I love that.
Yeah.
And Cooper, my eldest, is the exact opposite. He's always thinking about what could happen or things happening in the future. Sometimes I kind of wish they would both meet in the middle a little bit. Like, Cooper have a bit more risk taking and Mason, like, have a bit more planning in your life. Like, you know what happened last week? He was at my mum and dad's place, and he was feeling sick, and he had to sit on the toilet, and he had diarrhea. And we worked out what happened. He ate too many cashews.
How many cashews?
I don't know, and I'm concerned
Because
he can eat a lot. He can eat a lot of food, Mason, and he really likes cashews. I got a funny feeling he's eaten like
a whole packet,
kilograms of cashews, and he felt sick for the next 12 hours and had diarrhea. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm so proud of him.
There's no delayed gratification there from Moo. He likes the taste of cashews. He's eating every cashew he can see. I love that kid so much. What do you have to say about delayed gratification, Travis? Around like life in general.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what I was thinking of, like why people struggle is like if they don't get the results now, they give up. If they don't feel better now, they give up. If they don't get the money now, they give up.
And how many things in life is it like, oh, geez, a beer at the pub would taste real good right now?
Well, I've lived both lives. I've lived the life where I was chasing short-term gratification, where instant gratification probably is better.
You lived the shit out of that life.
Yeah,
too,
I lived it real good.
You did a lot of things that you weren't happy about because of instant gratification.
And then flipping it, I remember when I came back, I used this phrase over and over and over again. Too much. It was like, I'm playing the long game.
I knew what you were going to say.
Yeah, you did, because I said it so many times. And the results from that, opposed to what the results I got from playing the short game, so to speak, they're vastly different, Patrick. In terms of success, in terms of happiness, in terms of health, in terms of fitness, all of it. So I think that's everyone's problem, right? They just want it now, and that's the world we live in. If you want food, you Uber Eats it right now. If you want to go in the car right now, you Uber. Like, everything is just at our fingertips.
And that's why it's so hard, because so much of our lives now is instant gratification. And it makes sense, because all the businesses that are doing this are doing really well because of it, but it doesn't lead well to your body and your brain, really. Like,
No.
how many it'd be interesting to see the percentage rate of marriages that ended in divorce 50 to 100 years ago. I'd say to be about 2%. Now it's more than 50% of marriages now end in divorce. And how much of that has got to do with, like, self-gratification, potentially cheating on a partner because that's the instant gratification right now, not the delayed gratification for later. It's not nice.
No, it's not. You're actually a lot more PG than I wanted you to be, if I'm honest. But well done.
Thank you so much.
All right, the last question.
Go further or no?
No, we're good.
Yeah.
What is the one thing you're no longer willing to tolerate in 2026? I really couldn't think of anything for this, Patrick, but I'd love to hear what you said.
Lazy, comfortable people that bring others around them down. I don't care what someone does, but if you go at something hard and chase what you want, I'm in your corner. People that are just kind of, I think lazy is the big term. It irks me, people being lazy. I love nothing more than seeing someone passionate about something and chasing what they want and doing well. I love that. Go for it. I don't care what you do. You build a gym across the road. If you're after it, go for it. I'm in your corner. You could be a piano player. Sweet.
Love it.
I don't care what it is, but just go after it. I love seeing people chase their dreams.
Love it. Like, I honestly, this is like, I'm not geeing up here. I get like this feeling when someone's really passionate about something. I get like this warm and fuzzy feeling inside me. It's like the hairs on your arms and in the back of your neck stand up. It's sort of like that, but it's more like, I don't know. I just love when someone is passionate, and could not care less about what they're talking about. I got the perfect example for it, and you've probably had it before. Sometimes it is a bit much when we've got work to do, but a lot of the times I love it. It's Luke, our pool guy.
Yeah.
He talks to me about chemicals and, what the oxygen rate should be. I got no fucking idea what he's talking about, Pat.
Yeah. And you're often busy and you don't need to know.
No, but he gets me, and I listen, and like, I get entranced in his passion. And I love I listen to him and I'm like, I got no idea what you're talking about, but goddamn, I appreciate how much you're passionate about it.
Can I give you another example? It's going to make you laugh. John O'Colavos and High Rocks.
He loves it.
We've got a guy that trains at Reborn, and he does car restorations just around the corner. And he loves High Rocks to the point where it's the only training he will do. Anytime you chat to him, all he wants to talk about is High Rocks. And he loves it. You know what? I love that for him.
Yeah, good on him.
Fantastic. Keep going, Jono.
Come on.
You're a world champion. And if you're not yet, you will be soon. Let's go, Jono.
Let's go. Come on. All right, guys. That is our podcast. Well done, Patrick.
Bit of a mixed bag there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really
we spoke
was.
about a lot.
Oh,
well done.
Well, I hope everyone has a great day.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. I didn't bump it.
Yeah, sorry.
Almost.
Love you,
Peace.
New.